All right, guys, this is going to be your warm-up to the quiz today. I want you to go ahead and get a whiteboard and a marker with you, and I want you to start working these problems out with me, and we're going to talk about what our steps are to solve each problem. So your first problem, negative 5x plus 20 equals 40. Now take a look at this problem. First step. Hopefully you chose subtract 20 to both sides. When you do that, you get negative 5x equals 20. Next step. Divide negative 5, and make sure you can always use your calculator. And if you need to use your calculator, you can just show me exactly what you're doing with this one. If I put it over here, and again, it's 20 divided by negative 5. And you see how it's the same here as here. And if you see the problem, it ends up being negative 4. Okay? So your answer here would be negative 4. And you can always use that calculator. Don't be scared to use the calculator. And there's your answer. All right? Let's do another one. All right, next problem. X divided by negative 3 plus 2 equals negative 5. Now, there's a lot of negatives involved here, and I want you to go ahead and use your calculator when needed. All right? First step. You're not going to deal with anything with the variable. The variable in this division of negative 3 doesn't get handled until you have kicked out everything else, because your whole goal, remember, is to get the x isolated by itself. So your first step is to go ahead and subtract 2 to both sides. When you do that, this is where people are struggling. And they just think they're going to do it in their head. And I need you guys to stop doing that. I want you to stop thinking you're going to solve this in your head and then get the wrong answer. I saw first period, a lot of kids did that. When you see a problem like this, let me clear this. You're literally going to type in negative 5 minus 2. Negative 5, negative 2. Put them both together, negative 5, negative 2. When you get your answer, it's negative 7, okay? So stop trying to think you can do everything in your head and you let the calculator do the work for you, okay? So negative 7 is here. Now, we have x divided by negative 3, okay? A division of negative 3, to get rid of it, you're going to multiply it to both sides. You're going to multiply to both sides, and a negative 7 times a negative 3 multiplied by negative 3 is a positive 21. Okay, so your answer would be 21. All right, let's keep going. Let me erase this real quick. All right, another problem I see here. Negative 3x minus 12 equals maybe 20. All right, now, actually, let me change this up a little bit so it does work out nicely. Sorry. Equals 6. All right? So this step, I want you to go ahead and solve it and give me an answer. Now, if you did it properly, we're going to add 12 to both sides. We get 18. Negative 3x equals 18. And then when you divide this, let's make sure you remember, you're going to divide, what was it again? Negative 18 and negative 3, or 18 over negative 3. 18 divided by negative 3, I get negative 6. All right? So my answer is x equals negative 6. Okay. Let's do a couple more to make sure you're ready. All right, so if I said negative 12 equals x over 2. Well, just because the x is on this side doesn't mean that's a big deal. We can still solve this. It's a division of 2. X is divided by 2. How do you get rid of a division of 2? You're going to multiply 2 to both sides. And negative times a positive, you can use your calculator, will be a negative. All right. Let's do another one. Something similar. If I do m over negative 3 equals, actually forget that, plus 4 equals negative 2. You guys try to solve this one on your own. Subtract 4. First step. Bring this down. M divided by -3 equals, this is -6. Don't get that wrong. And then how do you get rid of a -3? You multiply it. M equals positive 18. Positive, because two negatives are multiplied. All right. Let's do one more. -10 plus, actually not plus a negative. Nobody likes to write that. -5x equals -40. A lot of negatives there. Don't let those mess with you. You can handle this. So first step, go ahead and solve this. Add 10. -5x equals -30. X equals positive 6. All right? Do the best you can on the quiz. After you finish the quiz, your score, and by the way, there's going to be times where you're going to have to type in an answer. On this one, it'll just say type in an answer. You're just going to put 6. You're not going to put x equals 6, because once you do that, it'll say must be a number. And it's going to tell you, you just need to write the number. All right. So for this kind of problem, you're just going to write down 6 for the answer. Then when you finish your quiz, I'm grabbing the extra credit. I want you to work on this extra credit. All right. I want you to work on this extra credit. I want this all complete, the puzzle. I want all the work shown here. And once you're done with this extra credit, then I want you to work on the extra credit quizzes as well in there. I want you working the whole time, and I don't want to hear about any issues with the sub today. All right. Best of luck, guys. I hope you guys do well on the quiz. If you don't, there will be retakes next week at lunch, all next week.